What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Hate2Pylon. And today is a special day here because today we are talking about the NBA playoffs, and we're giving out our special, our prestigious Hate2Pylon NBA Awards. Because not everyone gets one of these awards; only the top people do that. But before we get into that, I must ask my fellow hosts, how are you guys doing today?
Man, I am doing just fine, just fine. How are you doing today, CJ?
You know, I am excited. The NBA playoffs it's been really fucking good, to be quite honest with you. I've been glued to my seat every night watching these games going back and forth. Some heartbreak, some really good action. And I think we should start off with the best action. I think so far it's been the best series so far in this playoffs, even though the record doesn't state it so far. But the Brooklyn Nets versus the Boston Celtics. We going straight into it, man. We want all the smoke. We going straight into it. This was a chippy series. We know what Boston fans are. Let's just be frank. Boston fans are easily the most hated fans in all of sports. But at the same time, it's hard because they got the resume to back it up. And that's what makes it so agonizing, because they are a title town. And they got a lot of championships in that town. Look. You got to give props where it's due. But I'm still talking shit to a Boston fan's face every day we bringing it. So, guys, so far this series, the Boston Celtics are up 2-0 on the Nets. Did you guys expect a 2-0 to start in the Boston Celtics' favor?
Who's leading off here? You or me, Christian?
I'll just dive in because CJ said some things. CJ said some things that he should be ashamed that he said.
What do you mean?
First of all, let's be real clear here. You said that Celtics have the resume to talk shit. Let's be real. All the Celtics fans we know, all them championships that they won, besides 2008, they weren't even born. Weren't even thought of. Their parents probably weren't even born. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them any more ammo.
Listen, look. I give respect where it's due. I understand the drought of winning championships as a Washington.
Don't respect Trae Young, though. That's crazy.
Listen, we'll talk about
Give respect where that's what you just said.
I got something special for Trae Young tonight. I got something special for my man.
But look, I don't think
I'm not just talking about the Celtics. I'm talking about Boston in general, like the entire.
Oh yeah, well, okay.
That's what I'm talking about, and like Celtics are looped into it as well. But right. I'm just giving them. Look, you give respect where it's due, but still fuck Boston, okay?
Honestly, I don't know what it is. I've always, deep in the back of my mind, liked Boston. And then when I went and visited my boy, y'all know Anthony, when I went and visited him in Boston, I went to the game. Like, being such a basketball fan and you're in the mecca of, TD Garden, it's like, whoa, and you look up at those banners and you're like, wow. And then you look up at Russell, Larry Bird up there. I need to go back because now I know KG and the bitch boy Paul Pierce is up there now. It's just a lot of emotions were stirred up. But did I realize that the Celtics were going to take a 2-0 lead on my Kevin Durant? No, I did not. And it's crazy because they snuck away with that first one. Let's be real. And you know what's funny? All those fans that were booing Kyrie. It's funny how people boo somebody and that person's giving you buckets. How are you still talking shit? How are you still talking shit?
That short-term memory.
He's cooking you. And KD has not had a great series so far, but I've been a Kevin Durant fan for a very long time, and I know for a fact this guy is going to come to play in Game 3. He's not about to get swept. And I guarantee you, he's not no first-round exit kind of guy. So I know he's going to do well. But was I shocked? Sure. Give it to the Boston fans, sure. Little layup buzzer beater, sure. Like they drew that. I love how they act like they drew that shit up. Love that.
You got to say no. Hey, that spin to the layup though. That by your boy Jason Tatum.
First of all, he is not my boy. First of all, fuck Duke, but I like fuck Duke. But congrats to Coach K and all shit. But he's not my boy. But it was a good game. Kyrie was cooking. I think I told you guys, the one thing I didn't like about the game was how they fined my man $50,000. But that was the only thing about the series I don't really like. But it'll catch right there. The Nets they'll do good. They'll come. I'm not worried.
I agree with Christian. Kevin Durant isn't going to get swept. And that's because Ben Simmons is coming to the rescue.
Woo!
Big Ben. He's coming.
He's what?
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
That's
who got girth and tonnage? Ben Simmons.
Hey, yo!
That could be a big factor in this next. Is he clear for Game 3 or Game 4, was it?
I don't know. He's clear for Game 3? I know he's
I
clear
think
for contract. I don't know if they've confirmed that he's playing Game 3 yet, though.
Because Game 3 is Saturday. I think it's like Monday where I think he was supposed to be back, if I'm not mistaken.
All I know is when Benny Boy come back, hey, what did they say in Sandlot?
Game 4.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Who did he say that to? Who did he say that to? Benny. Okay? He said it to Benny.
Benny
to the rescue. Jet Simmons. There you go.
It should be interesting. I mean, it might be too late, but we'll see Saturday. Saturday's going to be a very pivotal game. They're going to be back in Boston. You know.
Huh? Back in Boston?
I'm in Boston, excuse me. Back in Brooklyn. That's what I meant to say.
Hold on now. They done switched it up. I'm like, oh, shit.
Back in Brooklyn.
I take everything I said back.
That's going to be a big boost for them going forward. We got Brooklyn Game 3.
Oh, yeah.
I think they need to win Game 3, but I could see it going either way.
Yeah, I think
has that mandate been lifted for Kyrie to play?
Yeah, it's been lifted.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, what's the thing, too? Because Kyrie's still doing Ramadan. I don't know how much longer that goes into. I'm not 100% knowledgeable about that, but I mean, that's definitely something that you can see that was, I would say it was, I can't say it was bothering him, but definitely not having food or liquid in your body for 13 hours is pretty tough.
May 1st.
Oh, wow. So, another week.
The whole month of April.
Or so, yeah. That's tough.
Kudos.
All right. To the next series we shall go. What's a good series that's been going on? Let's talk about
the Mavericks, man. That's an interesting series right there, dude.
That is an interesting series. I saw this tweet online that said like you can literally have like an all-star, not even an all-star, but like a really good all-injury team, and you got Luka on there, you got Lonzo, Murray, Paul George, yeah.
Jamal Murray, yeah.
So the question is like, how soon will we see Luka for Dallas? Right now, the series is tied 1-1.
He's not playing tonight.
He's not playing?
They just tipped off.
So that's interesting. I think this could go 7 easily, and I think that might benefit Dallas if it does go 7, just to give Kyrie that extra time to play. But what do you guys think?
I personally think the Mavs will. They have enough on the team to win this game. It's just a matter of will those guys step up. Like, I know all year they get tired of hearing Luke is this, Luke is that, Luke is this, Luke is that. And I know they get tired of, like, what about us type of thing. I do need them to step up. But the Jazz, they just play defense, you know? So and they have, Rudy spilt the stilt down there. But it's like, will that be enough? No, Eiffel Tower. Gotcha. There it is. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Stifling.
The stifle towel. I just don't know if that's enough. You know, like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
And Conley's getting older. I'm not saying older. I just don't know if it's enough. I got the Mavs winning this in 7.
See, my dilemma is like watching the games, right? The thing that really when Utah goes to Whiteside and Rudy Gobert, they're pretty stout defensively when they're trying to stop a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing with the Mavs is they just not being able to go. They go in long droughts without getting a shot, and it's like, who's that guy that's going to get that big bucket that they're going to need? And I think mixing with that defense, how well they play, I think Utah might just got a little bit more with Jordan Clarkson, who could go off, coming off the bench, get you a little spark, a couple buckets. Maybe, I think what's his name? He played for the Knicks. I can't think of his name.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah. Maybe he can provide a spark for, the Mavs to get a bucket. I don't know. I just think when it comes to a clutch bucket. Is he hurt?
Huh? I think he might be hurt. Yeah, he's not playing. But they have Reggie Bullock, Finney Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie. If he can
Dinwiddie has been playing.
Come on, Spencer.
So, yeah, can Dinwiddie take over? That'd be a good question.
They might not need him to because they got that boy Jalen Brunson. And that man has been cooking this series.
This is true.
Well, pretty much whoever Donovan Mitchell guards is going to cook, but that's the side.
They call him Spider for what? He ain't even using all of it. Come on, man. They need to put Boban in there.
Facts.
They ain't put my boy Boban up in there. That's what I'm saying. But I think it'll be a good series. It's this series, honestly, I feel like no one cares, but those select fans of those.
Yeah, it's a.
Absolutely no one cares about this series. Well, I won't say that. I don't think people want to see Utah win just because they're Utah. And Luka is fun to watch, whether you like him or not. You can't deny that he is an exciting player. So I think people want to see the Mavericks move forward just so they can see more of Luka.
It's good for basketball, the fact that Luka is continuing to win in playoffs, because he is supposed to be the future, one of the future pieces of this league. And we need to, come on. We all know who won that trade. Come on.
Who we talking about?
Oh, nothing. I'm just talking.
He said Atlanta is stupid for trading Luka Doncic. He said Trae Young is a bum.
I didn't say he was a bum, but I mean, it's
You surely say fuck Trae Young a lot, so that
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm just
So
saying.
you never said fuck Trae Young. So you never said.
I never
fuck Trae
said
Young.
that. Those are the words.
So you've never in your lifetime said fuck Trae Young.
I don't think so. I do not recall.
Now, first you said I did it. Now it's I don't think so.
I do not recall. That's my official answer for the record.
You sound like Johnny Depp's ex-wife right now. That's what you sound like right now.
Hey, yo,
Switching up your stories. Switching up your stories.
Yo, chill.
You're switching up your story.
Chill. Just like Trae Young's shot. He's kind of chilled off. Chill.
Ice Trader gang.
So who you guys got tonight in the Utah-Dallas? Who wins?
Utah.
Mavs in 6.
Utah will win this game because it's their first game back home, and that crowd is always energized. But yeah, I think Utah wins. But Mavs in 7.
Politically charged. Some might say racially.
Let's
You ask Russ at least. Russ said he would beat that man and his wife. They said, call me to the ER. Again, I'll send you to the ER. You and your wife.
Sheesh. That's tough.
I don't blame you.
Damn.
Let's all right. Let's move on to the Philadelphia 76ers in Toronto. Right now, Philly's up 3-0. Game 4 is on Saturday. Clutch shot last night from Joel Embiid to win it in overtime. I mean, I don't know. Like, are the brooms coming out for this one? You think that boy Joel's about to just wrap this thing up and move it on?
No, he ain't about to wrap up nothing. He's going all in. No wrap up.
Oh, dang. Sheesh. That's brutal.
It's Toronto. No one wants to go to Toronto.
A lot of people can't go to Toronto. So, I mean, it might do them a really good service to wrap up the series as soon as possible.
Exactly. I mean, this
Is
series
there anybody
goes
on the Sixers? Oh, Matisse. Tybull can't play in Toronto.
I think I heard something he recently got, or somebody recently got eligible to play in Canada. That might be it.
I thought it was Jaylen Brown.
Matisse is the one who only got one shot.
I think so.
Stupid ass motherfucker. What the hell are you doing?
Not
Only two shots.
there either.
Stupid.
So we think 76ers want to wrap this thing up, Game 4, sweep.
For sure. Too much. Too big, too strong, can't touch it.
All right, let's talk about some big swings in some series. These next two series that we're about to talk about, which I think possibly could be a big swing. Let's talk about Phoenix Suns versus New Orleans Pelicans. Big win for Pelicans last night. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago. Big game from Brandon Ingram. Straight balling. Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum got these boys right. And with the huge injury to Devin Booker, he's supposed to be out for 3 weeks. It might be a little bit of the sun might be going down a little bit in Phoenix. Christian, it seems like you got a lot to say. What do you think about this series? You think this is better be a big momentum swing, especially we're going back to New Orleans?
I'm gonna say this. I'm pretty sure recently, our last episode, maybe the episode before, I said that CJ is going to bring the best out of Brandon Ingram, and we're not going to play these games no more in New Orleans. Like, they're not playing games now. Will they win the series? It's a toss-up, because all that matters right now is which CP3 are we going to get.
Yeah,
That's basically that's what's going to like boil down to. Which CP3 are we going to get?
we got two
And
drastically different CP3s, Game 1 and Game 2.
exactly. And I feel like some games he coasts and it's enough. But the other games he coasts and it's like, why are you coasting? Come on. You have the elbow jump shot. You can, I don't want to say you can get by anybody, but you have the basketball IQ to do anything on the court. What are we doing, CP? What are we doing? Or we might get the hurt CP. You know, he always gets hurt every playoff series. So this might be that time that it happens again.
It's like he's right on the wall. I mean,
Yeah.
the campaign come up Bridges. Maybe you start to see him really start to take over a little bit more, trying to spread the wealth. Do you think those guys with Ayton as well, like you think those guys are enough for at least them to get past the first round?
This is when Ayton shows why they should have paid him.
Well, he betted on
This is
himself. He wanted even more money.
That's what I'm saying. This is his time to shine.
Yeah.
This is you, brother. Like, this is what you wanted. They didn't pay you how much you wanted. Show them what they're going to be missing. Get buckets. You may not have to win a championship, but get buckets. Next season comes around over that summer. You talk to other teams, let them get a little jealous, and show them why you deserve to be paid. That's literally it. Especially when CP3 acting like a hoe sometimes.
Ayton will look real good in Charlotte. That's all I got to say.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. The Hornets can't give an offer to DeAndre Ayton and match an offer for Miles Bridges. They can't do both. Which one would you do, Christian? We're putting you on the spot. You're Mitch Kupchak. You throwing the bag at Ayton? Or are you matching whatever offer Miles Bridges gets?
Two answers. Theoretically, I would take Ayton because then we can see LaMelo Ball. Because in my head, you want LaMelo Ball to have the ball in his hand majority of the time, correct?
Correct.
So I would love to see him with an actual big who can pick and pop from the three or the elbow and take it to the rim. Actually get him in a nice, structured pick and roll game with somebody. Love to see it. I think that would help his game out tremendously. But then also, my second answer, if I was the GM, I'm bringing in Ayton no matter what, but I'm sitting Bridges down and telling him, hey, sometimes you have to take one for the team, and I understand you wanted to get money. We're going to pay you a little bit more, but we're not going to give you everything that you have. And even better, I will give you personal incentives so you can get paid more. And you give us 2 seasons, 2 years of your life, just 2 years. And if things have not worked out, we don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals or anything like that, but my man, I will pay you, or you can walk and go somewhere else.
Let's just get to the playoffs first.
That's what I'm saying. That's all you got. And I believe if someone could sit him down and say, hey, if Ayton wants to come there and say, hey, we will bring in Ayton, I feel like he would say. Because now he's like, damn, I got a big man. Shh. A lot of pressure's off me. I don't have to get that body contact while driving to the lane all the time. I don't have to go all the way in there. I could dump it down. Sounds like a plan to me. Ayton, Bridges, and LaMelo.
Here's the thing. They also have 2 first-round picks. They got 13 and 15.
Well, if I was them, if Bridges is there, you didn't tell me that. I'm the GM, and you didn't tell me that. See, now I got to restructure this whole deal because you want to give lack of information. I'm trading 1 pick away, keeping that money, paying Miles. There it is. That's all you got to do.
Now, I think you got to trade one of those with Gordon Hayward. For what? I don't know. But you got to get rid of Gordon Hayward. He's out of there.
Yeah. You traded out to so you can get Russell Westbrook. I got it. He's like, no.
Let's see. The Pacers were not shy about their desire for Gordon Hayward the last 2 years, right?
Oh God, he's going back to Miles Turner here.
15 Gordon Hayward for Miles Turner and Malcolm Brogdon.
This man want Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and goddamn DeAndre Ayton. God.
Hey, I didn't say anything about Ayton.
Golly.
He's just, I mean, we know, and he knows he's consistent what he wants.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I'm a Thunder fan, so I'm just patiently waiting to see what other garbage player we're going to get.
Gordon Hayward.
No. I mean, what other garbage player we're going to get to build them up to be something special, and then they leave.
Gordon Hayward. And y'all going to give us
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
Ooh.
I don't know.
That would be
Shea and LaMelo together, how that works, though. They're both so ball dominant.
Hey, get that boy
I don't know,
Theo to
man.
Charlotte, baby. That's all I want.
You
I just
know,
want a picture with Theo.
Not bad. I would like
You want Dort.
Jordan would actually be like the perfect complement to LaMelo. Especially with him becoming more consistent with that shot.
We all know who CJ want. He want Giddy. We all know who's.
Hey, man, Giddy or Theo, man. Those my guys. We'll see again. So, again, when we do our draft spectacular, I'll pick a third person this year international stud to be a fan of. And I will get another jersey of that guy. But this is good. Look, my thing is, right, choosing between Ayton and Bridges, there's potential versus, what's the term, like, invested hours already in building up Bridges, and that's like the hardest decision to make. But there's one man that will make that decision easier, and it's the announcer for the Charlotte Hornets.
Kemba Walker. Oh! Bridges rips it down! Oh!
That is perfect. That ball hit the backboard, the rim.
Bridges! I want to keep hearing that. And
You'd be like,
so,
yes.
you know, I mean, you can go crazy with Ayton, but I'm just used to the bridge, man. We gotta build the bridge. We can't destroy the bridge. So I will go with Miles Bridges for sure. But it is a tough decision because like that would be pretty good. It would be pretty cool to have Ayton and LaMelo as a 1-2.
For sure.
But how do we get here? What were we talking about?
Ayton and the Phoenix.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So, do we think that the Suns do you think that the Pelicans have a real shot swinging the series and winning it?
I think they have a chance, but I still think the Suns should win. Like they're the number one team in the league this year in terms of record. They did it without Booker or Chris Paul for like stretches of the season, or Ayton. Like they've been consistently competitive and remained dominant even without key players for individual players for most of the season. The key will be Chris Paul, and can he stay healthy? Because the last couple playoffs,
But he's needed.
He's like Avatar Aang. When the world needed him the most, he vanished.
Damn.
And 100 years came by, and he found some helpers, CJ and Jonathan. There it is.
I think
the chunky boys.
Yes, sir.
The head coach of the Pelicans, I think Daryl Green, I think it is. I know it's Green, Coach Green, who was an assistant for the Phoenix Suns the last 2 years, those big jump years that they've had. Does he have the recipe to just know how to get at these guys? Been with those guys for the last couple of years? I don't know. I love the Suns because ever since the bubble, they showed what they could do, and then they just every year the last 2 years just kept getting really good. And I would love for them to finally cap off and win a championship this year. But I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
Chris Paul goes down as one of the greats, but he's going to be our generational Charles Barkley. I'm sorry.
And that's why I don't want. I want the last person. Wait, no, I guess. Who's also on the banana boat? Carmelo was there. Okay, so Carmelo didn't get the ring either. So, yeah,
he might get one when he gets old.
We need the cock ring. We need the cock ring on the banana boat. We need everybody to get a ring. Oh, Cockburn, excuse me. Wrong player.
It's Coburn, man.
I wish I had the button. I wish I had the button to put him in timeout for the blasphemous shit he just said. This whole time I'm like, who? This man talking about Kofi Coburn. You dickhead. You dickhead.
All right.
Hey, bet you want to say it to his face?
All right, say less.
You gonna be saying less if you say it to his face. For sure.
Like, Kofi Cockburn, what's up? You're like, it's Coburn. Oh, my bad, bro.
No, he'd be like, no, I'm sorry, me speak no English. That's what he's gonna say. Jeez.
All right, let's talk about another series that could possibly have a big swing. Let's talk about Milwaukee Bucks versus the Chicago Bulls. Chicago got a big victory to split the home court advantage. and also with Chris Middleton being out, I think it was 4 to 6 weeks with the MCL injury. That's a big loss for Milwaukee right there. One of their best scorers outside of Giannis. Is this a big enough loss of Chris Middleton that the Bucks are going to have issues with the Bulls? Let's also remind you guys that this is the first loss that the Bucks has had to the Bulls this year, or like since Giannis has played for them. It's something like that. I know like Bucks are have not lost to the Bulls in a really long time.
It depends on how dominant Giannis can be, and can he be that way for 3 straight games or 4 straight? However many games it takes them to win 3 more. Because Drew Holiday has shown that he cannot be counted on as a consistent offensive weapon since that trade. He still brings on defense, but offensively, he is not what they thought they were getting.
Streaky as hell, and he wasn't even like that, that's a shame. I mean, who else can rely on? Like DiVincenzo.
They better get Dante. Oh yeah, he is. They traded Dante.
They traded White Dante. That's why they're losing right now. White Dante's gone, and so are the vibes.
I mean, Grayson Allen.
They got Grayson Allen. Yeah.
They got bad vibes.
Bad vibes. Trip vibes.
And this Bulls better get revenge for Grayson Allen injuring Caruso by taking this series.
That would be an interesting story.
Might be onto something there.
Ball don't lie.
Speaking of ball, Lonzo's balls could be back on the court pretty soon.
For real?
Lonzo Ball will be back on the court pretty soon.
Oh God, Jonathan missed it, dog. Jonathan didn't even hear it.
I got it. I just chose
He
to
said,
it.
on the ball. And I thought I had to replay it in my head. I was like, did he say it? I said, let me just look at CJ, see if he said it. I think the series is going to be interesting, personally. Kind of backing up, going off of what Jonathan said. I don't think can Giannis be that dominant for the next few games, or how many games that they need to win the game, or win the series. I don't think can he, because we know he can. It's, for me, who is going to give him those assists? That's what it's going to boil down to. Who is he going to dish the ball out to make those shots on time, get in the rhythm early? That's the thing. You got to get in the rhythm early. Okay. All right. Wilson Chandler still playing? Oh, Wilson Chandler, light-skinned guy, hair. I'm thinking of the guy that used to play for the Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his last. I can't remember his name.
Wait, isn't it Carter?
No, I'm not thinking of Wilson Chandler. I'm thinking of Wesley Matthews. My bad. You're right.
Okay, Wilson Chandler. I was like, damn.
Wilson Chandler is, I mean, he might be. Who knows?
He might be in the big three, honestly.
He was a baller, but damn.
I wouldn't doubt if he was on the Lakers this past season, would you?
You're right. But it's just who's going to get in the rhythm early for Giannis. That's the thing. Who's going to back Giannis up?
Definitely ain't going to be Drew, because that boy can't buy a shot.
But this is the big thing, though.
That man is in the bar with a wristband. He cannot buy a shot.
But Chris Middleton was a huge defensive guy for someone who needed to guard somebody 6'5" and up. And the thing is, when you lose that guy, it's like, yo, who's going to have him? Because DeMar DeRozan, who's going to guard DeMar DeRozan? If you put Drew Holiday on him, that's who?
Yeah.
Grayson Allen.
He don't want none of that smoke. We already saw that. He don't want none of that.
I don't know. This Smart DeRozan don't want none of that Caruso.
These are their guards and forwards, Christian. With Chris Middleton injured, they got Drew.
Hold on. I'm going to say, this is my guy, DeMar DeRozan. Every guy you call out, I'm going to either say bucket or he's going to get stopped. So go ahead.
Okay. Drew Holiday.
buckets. Get up the hell. DeRozan's giving him buckets. He too big.
Wes
Fade away
Matthews.
over top. He too fat and slow. Get him out of there. Buckets.
Javon Carter.
Who? Get him out of there. Buckets.
Pat Connaughton.
Now, Pat's kind of athletic, but are we getting beer belly Pat, or are we getting dunk contest Pat? That's all I need to know. But I'm giving DeMar DeRozan that win. Buckets.
Grayson Allen.
If he putting the foot out there and tripping, sure. But buckets.
Thanasis.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
That could be interesting.
That could be interesting because he has like that fiery kind of like soul, like no one's going to score him. But let's be real, man. I was in this boat too. I disrespected DeMar DeRozan all his career, and haven't realized how much he has progressed in the game, and how he did go off this whole majority of the season, getting buckets, reminding people, hey, I know I was in Toronto all this time. Hey, y'all forgot about me in San Antonio too, but I was getting buckets there too.
I feel like San Antonio is a place to get forgotten, bro.
Bro, what the hell? Memphis came back?
Oh shit, they did.
Snap! What the?
That was a big deficit too.
They were down by 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was like 9 minutes left in the third quarter. That was like 9 minutes left in the third quarter. That's the thing about the NBA. You can't sleep. You can't fall asleep in the NBA, man.
No, they were down 20 with like 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Damn. Oh, y'all said in and out? Oh, look at that pass. Oh, damn. He fucked up.
Yeah, we just saw it on the film.
But I need him to get more respect because he is a baller, DeMar DeRozan.
No, I agree.
And that's to put Giannis on him. I mean, that's about it. But
that's the thing too with the Bucks, right? Like that's like the last 2 years we just talked about the depth of that team. Like they really just relied so heavily on their starting five. I mean, it worked for them last year, right? They got enough from their starting five last year, but imagine that trade that did if what is it? Not Bogdan. It's
it was Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich actually going to Milwaukee. Well, I don't know if they would have got Drew Holiday then, right? Or the Drew Holiday trade was first and then, or that was because they didn't get that one.
Yeah, they tried Bogdanovich first and then went to Drew.
Okay. So I mean, I don't know. That's a sharpshooter that can be off your bench or starting. But I don't know. Just lack of depth is really good. I feel like might catch up to them this year. But we'll see. Maybe someone's going to step up, and or if Giannis's shoulders are big enough to just really handle the load.
is PJ?
Continue.
No, man. We're putting a vote on it.
Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
Me and Jonathan need a fucking timeout button for you, bro. Me and Jonathan need a timeout button for you, man.
This man a 30-minute break. Let him.
Facts.
Bro,
Energy.
bro, I was not even trying to come off like that.
And we will be back. With these few messages.
The last three names, Christian. Jordan Nwora.
PJ Tucker.
No, he's on Miami. See, PJ Tucker was a pretty key piece they had last year.
Rajon Tucker. Luka Vildoza.
See, they only picked that kid up because they said, "Oh, Luka, maybe he got that."
Oh yeah, that's the Spanish kid, right?
All right.
He's like 20.
Well, I can't wait for fantasy drafts this year. People are going to be in like the 4th, 5th, and it's going to be way later than that. People are going to be like the 10th round of their fantasy drafts. Be like, how the hell is Jokic still available? They're going to draft this man. And then realize they drafted he'll be a rookie next year. He's declaring for the draft this year. Nikola Jovic.
They're like, Cockburn? Who's that?
Hey, you best believe I'm getting Cockburn in the second round, baby.
Bro, somebody spray this man with some Lysol. Disinfect this man's mouth. Somebody disinfect this man's mouth. Look at him playing with it.
Hey, yo, chill. Hey, chill. For the people who are listening to this just audio version, I am not doing anything. I was just readjusting my microphone, okay? Gosh. Sheesh.
Nikola Jovic, 6'10" forward from Serbia.
Ooh, John, nice move, boy.
How old is he?
19.
20.
He might be a bucket. Okay. Let's move on.
You know, it'd be so awesome if we could draft our own team, like, on here, like, one day. Like an NBA team. That'd
We
be
do
dope.
it like a fantasy draft, 3-man fantasy
Like
draft.
like, you know, see who team, like, makes it the furthest, you know? And I could, like, make it on the 2K thing. You know,
Oh,
take the team
like
out and
simulate
just
it?
simulate the whole season, who gets which seed.
We can do that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That would be dope.
Yeah. We can do that.
We'll
Actually,
save that for another night.
yeah. We'll talk that out. We'll talk that out.
Anyway, long story short, the Bucks have nobody for DeRozan and Levine.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's what I was saying.
That's the thing.
Like, who is going to try to cover one of those?
You got it. Right.
Drew can take Levine or DeRozan. He can't take both.
You
And then
ain't
one of
taking
those
none of them.
I just listed is going to have to try to guard the other one.
It's gonna be Grayson Allen, honestly.
It's going to be Grayson Allen until he gets ejected. Then it's going to be Connaughton. And Connaughton going to get in foul trouble. And it's going to be Jordan
That's
Nwora.
the thing, man. That's just the thing. Who can Giannis rely on? Because, like, I can see him
You
getting
can't
triple
rely on
doubles this whole.
family. Who can you rely on? Giannis, Vin Diesel.
I see what you did there. But that's just the thing, though. Like, you don't know. Like, I can see Giannis getting a triple double easily every game of the year. You know, easy triple double. But who's gonna do that? Bobby Portis? Is he injured?
Oh no,
Bobby
he got that bloody face though. He got a bloody eye. That's his new profile picture. Like, hey, Bobby. Actually, I didn't.
Big game Bobby P.
And then you have Lopez back, but it's like
Lopez
Stinks.
Hey, Lopez got the stroke back.
What did he say?
it's funny because he never fucking lost it. That's what he was just decommissioned.
Yeah, he was hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Dysfunctional. You know.
This will be a fun series.
Is your second leading scorer? You're probably not winning that series.
That's the thing, though. I feel like Holiday's going to get a bucket. Like, it's just not going to be pretty. He'll get an ugly 20.
Lopez was the second leading scorer last game when Chris Middleton played.
Yeah, because he got that stroke back. Let's talk. Let's move on to the last two games, and then we'll go to our awards. Let's talk about Miami about to sweep this Atlanta Hawks team. I need an explanation, guys. This Miami team is pretty good. Jimmy Butler dropping 45 on them boys' heads. 45? Hey, Joey, where you at, baby? Yes, sir. Raise the roof. Hey, them boys nice. Them boys nice. Anthony, where you at? Them boys nice. Raise the roof. Come on. I'm clipping that. So, do the Atlanta Hawks have enough to come back on the Miami Heat? Do they have fire extinguishers? I don't think so. Because it smell like chicken in here, baby. Because the boys getting cooked. What do you got to say, Christian?
Personally, we both know. Atlanta's about to go 2-0 at home. Okay?
Do we know that?
We do. Because you know one thing, as a shooter, you can have bad games, but you forget about it once the game's over with. And best believe, Trey Young probably in the gym right now as we speak, listen to us right now. He waiting for this to drop so he can get some motivation from your ass. I know he is. He gonna send out a tweet and say, CJ, I'm coming for your head. Every time I do this and make a three, it's for you. Exactly what he's going to be saying. I think that, this series has been awesome. Honestly, it kind of gives me, if it was a little bit more feisty, it kind of gives me those Hawks and Knicks vibes,
Ooh, from last year.
And especially if
Trae
the
Young
Hawks
was
win
good
this.
in that series.
You said what?
I said except Trae Young was good in that series.
Too bad they can't play their home games in New York. Maybe that man might have a chance to get them Heat.
Trae in
Remember what I said? He
might be the best player in the NBA.
Remember I said
Trae in Miami?
That's crazy.
If we had a Kyrie game 1 in Boston, that might have been close.
Yeah. That was the closest we've seen to replicating Trae Young last year.
Didn't KD drop 60 in the Garden? Not the Garden. Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, still the Garden. Both of them still the Garden.
Well, I don't know. It was always so confusing growing up as a basketball fan. It was like, oh, they talk because when I hear Garden, I always think MSG, but then also like TD.
TD.
It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
so I don't know which would we call more the Garden. The Garden.
The Garden is the Mecca of New York. We know that. Yes, the Mecca.
But they stink. So it's like you gotta.
I'm a man of God, so when I hear the Garden, I think Garden of Eden. But that's just me as a man of God. But I'll let you heathens continue. Especially that over there.
We'll be back after these messages.
That heathen right there.
All right. Let's get back on track here.
They have an
Hawks,
I think
Hawks losing in 4, right? You disagree? Break.
I do think the Hawks lose. I don't think it's a 4.
Do you think okay, first game at home, they coming out winning? Yes or no?
They gotta win game 3. I don't know about
they got to.
They're
going to be down by 10 points.
I don't know about game 4.
Yeah, they're going to be down by 10 points at some point in time in this game. Game 3, they're going to be down by 10 points, and then Trae Young is going to be Trae Young and do what he does. He is him. Him is him. Okay? Him is
You are not him.
You are not him. You are not him.
Sir. Let me see your pass.
It's just really hard to win in America Airlines Center, man. It's really hard to win in Miami. Super hard to win down there. They're probably knocking out the air conditioning so people can catch heat strokes and whatnot.
That's LeBron. That's San Antonio that does that.
Shoot. Yeah,
Again? Question mark?
Well,
San Antonio would be good again. Has Pop lost his touch?
They got
DeJounte. Get trades. Huh?
They got DeJounte. They got 1 star.
What if y'all went after DeJounte and he be y'all number 2 guy?
I do think. How good of a shooter is DeJounte?
It doesn't matter about shooting. He can get to the rack anytime. And he plays defense. And he scores. His scoring isn't like in the half-court sense. It's more of, I want to turn you over and score.
He will fit because Borrego is under the Pop tree, right?
Yeah, but I feel like the ideal player next to LaMelo is like a 3-and-D guy.
That could be him. He can work on that.
I always tell people. But he's like his best skill right now is his playmaking ability, which is also
and defense.
His best ability.
And I say his defense is his best, honestly.
Well, yeah, he straps up.
I think defense, because I always tell people it's easy to turn a defensive guy into a 3-point shooter, and it's way harder to turn a 3-point shooter into a defensive guy. I'd much rather.
What do you mean by that?
Say it for me, and
we'll be right back after these few messages.
I much rather have someone who can play defense and I could turn them into a shooter And let's be real, we saw that with Kawhi Leonard. We've seen that with, I wouldn't say Paul George, but with Paul George. We've seen it with Gary Payton. We've seen it with so many defensive guys. And I feel like that would be really, I think he could work out for you guys, honestly. Honestly, if we're just being real here. Or he goes to the Mavs.
I'm not saying he can't shoot. I'm just saying I don't.
You don't have time to wait. But you don't have time to wait. You don't have time to wait.
I think the Hornets need a playoff next year. They need to make the playoffs. If not, Borrego got to go. Well, I think he'll get another year, but he'll probably be a mid-season fire. Because you haven't this is the thing though, they've made it 10-game winnings the last couple years. So it went from 23 to 33 to 43 this year. So the next logical step should be 53, or at least 50. They can get to 50 wins, but this roster is still in flux. It's a solid roster, but it's just, I don't know. It's a lot of question marks for me. You had something, John?
Yeah, Gordon Hayward in the 15th pick.
Lonnie Walker?
I do like Lonnie. But
or Johnson?
That's not what I was looking at. No.
Where's Lonnie Walker? Wait, what do you?
San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Or Johnson? Keon Johnson?
Keldon is good, but that's not who I was
Kelvin. Keldon. I had him in my fantasy. Keldon. Or y'all go get Bol and have him ball out.
We got JT Thor. JT Thors are like Bol kind of.
DeJounte Murray and Jakob Poeltl.
Porter been there for a long time. I know he's ready to get up out of there. No one leaves their country and is like, yes, I want to go to San Antonio. No one leaves international water. I want to go to place. I want to go to San Antonio.
Not if you ask Charles Barkley.
They got
them big old women out there, boy, man. Got them big old women out there.
You wildin', that boy's wildin'.
But
that boy Chuck wildin'.
Golly.
Do you think the Spurs would trade DeJounte?
It depends on what deal he did. Because I can't remember if he was just a free agent not too long ago. That's my only thing. A year or two. I can't remember. And I thought about it. Instead of us doing our own NBA teams, we should just make one and see how far our team gets.
We can do both.
We can do both. Yeah, let's do both. Yeah.
We can do our official. We could be the haters. Oh, no. We are the Albany Booty Clappers, baby. Always be clapping ABC. That's what our team name's going to be.
Except for game one.
Hey, listen, Commish. Hey, Commish. Impartial, David Stern.
I'm Adam Silver. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Adam Silver.
You got me messed up, boy. I got everybody praying on my downfall out here. Everybody praying on my downfall. All right, let's get back on track.
Shante got 2 years left on his
deal. Yes, how much?
2 years.
How much money do you think?
$32 million.
Oh, that's chump change. Yeah, y'all can go get him.
That's a Terry comp. That's a Terry right there. Because Terry's off for 36.
Yeah, you could trade Terry. And a pick. Maybe a little bit more cash. Maybe. To get. You have to give up 2 players because Pop is smart. Let's be real. Pop ain't about to take just a pick.
All right, they can take Mason Plumlee too.
Who?
Exactly.
He don't want another quarter.
We need to get him out of here.
But don't be surprised. I just thought about it. Don't be surprised if DeAndre Ayton doesn't sign with the Suns and he goes to San Antonio.
Oh, he's definitely going to sign. He'll sign an offer somewhere else. The question is, will Phoenix match?
Yeah, but I'm saying, I think.
Is this the Cool.
and Keldon together, I think that could be something good. Bring basketball back to San Antonio. I can see it.
I think him and LaMelo could be something good. There's a lot of places he could go.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He could fucking go to Mavericks if he really wanted to. Then we would be in some heap of trouble. Or y'all should just go ahead and get my boy from Washington, man.
Deal?
Hachimura.
Deal.
Rui. You might as well go get Rui.
All right.
Rui stinks.
Let's
So does Denny. They both
Memphis is up 10. What the hell happened? That's
John
crazy.
Morant, baby. South Carolina, baby. You know you can't hold us down, baby.
All right, let's talk about this. The team that I think is going to be is the most dangerous in the West right now, and that is the Golden State Warriors. That pool party they got out west in the Bay is looking pretty damn dangerous.
And what did I say last week? What did I say? With Jonathan, did we talk about this with Jonathan? Yes, it was. Hey, Jonathan, remember when I said that maybe they should trade away Clay and get some money and assets back because Jordan Poole?
No, it was just me, but I did tell Jonathan about that.
Yeah. So I told CJ they just need to go ahead and trade Clay away, get
I don't
that
like
money.
Disrespect. That's
Get
my
that.
cousin.
It's not no disrespect. It's you already got your younger Clay in Jordan Poole.
I get it, but Golden State's loyal. Speaking of loyal, shout out to AJ. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Melendrez, you know Melendrez, right, Christian? AJ?
Yes, I do. I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, AJ, who's your basketball team? Are you an NBA guy? Are you a Sixers guy? Please don't be a Sixers guy.
I swear to God, if he puts the Knicks, I'm out of here.
Wait. Yeah, I mean, I get it with
I wish we could talk about Memphis coming back. We've been doing this, and we kind of missed the whole comeback. Like, we looked up, they were down 20, and then they were up 1.
Kyle?
Down, we looked back up, and they were up 10.
Kyle said it was a 35-9 run. 35-9 run. That is sickening. In your home, like in your home court, getting. Yeah, look at the fans. That they disrespecting Minnesota right now.
And what did Lil Yachty say?
They get cold in Minnesota?
Correct. And them boys must have gone cold from the field. How you let them go on a 35-9 run?
9 points. That's tough.
Ooh, yes, sir. AJ, a Hornets fan. Let's go.
That's what we just talked about.
AJ. Okay, AJ. Which guard would you like to see next to LaMelo?
Oh, wait. First one.
Player?
All right. Which guard do you want to see next to LaMelo? But part B is fuck Terry Rozier, right? What is your thoughts on Terry Rozier?
Oh, my God.
That's
Y'all
what I need to
disrespecting.
And
Jesus. How can I see the chat, too? I want to see the chat, too.
Yeah, it should be on the fifth
some
side.
comments on the right side.
Gotcha.
But yeah, okay, so I get it. I get go back to the Golden State thing. I get the younger movement, but it just hurts my soul because I'm so loyal to Clay. Clay's my guy for real, like from the jump. Like literally became a fan of him from Washington State, that draft, because I was like, oh, a Thompson. Like they was talking about his father playing in the league. So I was like, okay, I had that relation because we had the same last name. And so I've been following him, and he's been a stud, two-way guy. He goes both ways. I mean, what a guy.
Place no rainbow?
Hey.
Hey.
Sheesh indeed. But
I got
yeah, I get it. It's just like, it's they haven't. I will give Golden State credit. they have built some guys and like developed some guys to where like when that year that we just kind of was dog shit. Last year was that? Man, that was last year. But they would, yeah, because Steph was.
Clay was out.
Yeah, Clay was out all that last year. Was it last year or the year before? Or both years? I don't think they made. I think it was back-to-back years they didn't go playoffs. Because I know the first year Steph was out most of the year.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago they were super bad.
But they
2 years ago.
So they made it like because it was the bubble and they wasn't out. They didn't even make the bubble. So that was that extra long extended period for Curry to get healthy.
Correct. And then he came back last year and they made the play-in, but I think Ja gave him that work in the play-in game. Am I remembering correctly, Christian?
Wait, did Ja?
Yes, and they won, right?
Yeah.
Ja won, right?
Yes.
Yes. I think Curry was like injured for a few games and he just came back from that one. And then they lost that play-in game. Yes. It was close. It was definitely close, though. Yeah, then they started shooting free throws at the end, and so it wasn't that close. But, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was last year.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
But, yeah, I like the fact they develop guys, and, like, you got Jordan Poole. Hopefully Wiseman can be a guy, which is even scary because you still got more guys in reserve. Maybe.
That's who it was. I said they should trade away
Wiseman
and Clay and get back some assets, some picks, or get one big guy and some picks. Honestly, they should just go ahead and do it. Why not? I mean, I understand loyalty. We all can agree.
Hey, what did Kendrick say? Loyalty. Come on, man.
And you know what Jordan Poole's saying? Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Fair. And he's been balling.
Fatter.
I mean, you go from Splash Brothers to the pool party. I mean, pool party is enough, man.
Hey, pool party. I mean, it's still a splash, bro. It's still one of them. It's still a splash, bro.
It's his party now.
Imagine they just do all three, though. Everything's fun in threes. You know what I mean? What did the Naked Brothers band say?
Crazy cab? No, it's crazy car and taxi cab.
Threes, man. Everything's better than threes.
Oh, I thought you said this is the year 3000. That's what I thought we were going on.
That's not Naked Brothers. That's Jonas Brothers.
Brothers. Oh, Naked Brothers band? Wow, y'all brought it way back. Way back.
Going into the art. But yeah, I think, okay, so do we think, I mean, do the Nuggets have a chance in this series against the Warriors?
No.
No, man, that's too much firepower, and you can't have Jokic out there by himself like that, man. It's tough. Unless Wilson Chandler comes back, I don't think they have a chance.
Rookie year Carmelo Anthony?
Ooh, Jamal Murray?
Ooh, Allen Iverson? Oh, my God.
Ty
Lawson? Oh, my God. Ooh.
Bro, I remember playing NBA 2K10, and I got drafted by the Nuggets. And it was me and Ty Lawson. I was playing guard with him.
Andre Iguodala.
Ooh.
J.R. Smith.
Kenneth Faried.
Oh. Have you thought they got
Marcus Camby?
The NBA?
Yeah, what, bro? Please explain to me what happened with Faried. This man was out of the NBA. Then he came back with the Rockets and was good. And then was out of the league again.
Yeah, getting buckets in time.
Denver need to go ahead and go get Jimmer for that. See out there dropping 50 on the motherboard. Can we just be honest, though? Can we be real? Jimmer range was popping more than Curry range before Curry was ever doing this stuff. Can we agree?
I think
Jimmer's
more Kool-Aid.
Bruh.
Where did Jimmer go to college?
BYU. He was going crazy. I'm not saying he's better than Curry by any means. I'm just saying when they were in college, we were following Jimmer for that.
Is Jimmer even better than Doug McDermott?
Oh, yeah. I don't – bro, Doug even buckets in college? He was giving you the fade,
That's what I'm saying.
The jumper.
Is Jimmer better than Doug McDermott, who's like barely a rotational player right now?
I mean, Jimmer. Are we talking Jimmer in China though? This man dropping 60.
Are we talking about Jimmer in college?
I'm talking about if Jimmer was in the NBA right now.
He was.
Right now.
He be the Mike Miller of the league for sure.
Dang, Mike Miller. Wasn't he on the Nuggets?
Nah, I don't think so.
What's the dude? Birdman.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Marcus Camby?
Hey, look, we can all agree.
Martin?
He's cooked.
Not Kenyon Martin.
Andre Miller and Kenyon Martin aren't walking through that. That's true. That's the coach. They ain't walking through that door. We got to find it in here.
Did he answer the question? Did he answer the question?
Oh, AJ, who are you? Do you like Terry Rozier on the Hornets?
First part of the question. Second part.
If not,
which player you want to see with LaMelo?
What guard do you want to see with LaMelo?
Guard or player, don't matter. Anybody.
It could be a guard or like a small or a wing.
Yeah.
Let's get to our awards.
Let's do it.
Let's start off with most improved player.
Pool party.
Honorable mention.
Thank you. Somebody with some sense. AJ, my man.
AJ, you're a man of the people.
Okay, move Terry.
Forever can rock with us. Forever.
What are you getting back? But who are you getting back and what are you getting back? That's
all right. So the Hornets got the 13th pick and the 15th pick, courtesy of the Pelicans trade for Devontae Graham. So they have the 13th to the 15th pick. They have Terry, who needs to be gone. Gordon Hayward, who needs to be gone. They need to keep Bridges unless they do a sign and trade and get something amazing back for him.
I don't know. Something amazing, I guess.
But my preference would certainly be to keep Bridges. Cody Zeller gone. Could you trade Oubre back to the Warriors?
For who?
You say fool, you're drunk. I'm going to say you're drunk. Hey, that's not a bad trade because he's not healthy. He can't stay healthy.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. You're right. It's not ridiculous.
Ridiculous? It's not.
It's not. But it might be blasphemous. It might be. It might be. They might look at you like, you talking to the West Coast and you want us to give you who for who?
Tsunami Poppy back on the West Coast? The streets need it.
Okay. All right. Most improved player. Jonathan, your vote goes to
Jordan Poole.
Christian.
Jordan Poole, but can I do an honorable mention of John Morant?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I would say Shaw if he wasn't like a legit MVP candidate.
Yeah.
But that seems like cheating.
It's a party. It's a party. It's a party.
So unanimous decision?
Yeah!
Where you go to college, Christian?
Who, Jordan Poole?
Yeah.
He did go he did go to Michigan. He definitely did. I'm not gonna hold you, brother. He was cold. No, for real though. Like me and Jonathan know when you watch Big Ten basketball, like he was going off, but he was kind of like that Jamal Murray or Devin Booker type. Like he was already taking the back seat, but could go off at any point in time. And it was like bound for him to happen.
He was taking the back seat to Mo Wagner.
Yep. And that dude was a ball.
Mo Wagner in college?
Shout out to the Big Ten, baby. Shout out to the Big Ten.
Shout out. All right. Rookie of the year. Who we going with?
You already know. The motorcade. Cade Cunningham, baby.
I think, I'm going with Cade Cunningham as well.
This one, it's really tough. There's three names. You can say any one of three names and not be wrong.
It's not for me. I'm just going to go with the guy on my fantasy team because he was going off. Because I did not watch a single game of Cade. Did not watch a single game of Scotty Barnes.
Did you have Evan Mobley?
I did have Evan Mobley, and I had
Not one of those three?
I had Jalen Green and Mobley on my fantasy team.
Oh, you did have Evan Mobley. Okay.
Yeah, I had both of them. Jalen Green.
So who's the rookie of the year?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know because I didn't watch any of those games. I didn't. Let's be real. Houston. Who's watching Houston? Who's watching them?
Hey!
You said what?
I said nobody, but that's how we know Jalen Green's not rookie of the year.
But he was going off. He's my honorable mention. But I'd go Cade, man. I mean, everything is destined for you in Detroit right now. So I mean, they say he's literally here, get buckets. So why not?
I do think if Cade had been ready to play from game one, he would have had a more sizable lead. But Evan Mobley, that boy nice.
Mm-hmm.
That man going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation next year.
Mark my words, he will. He will go to the Hornets one day. Mark my words.
Hey, they don't need him and Jared Allen. Let us get one. Let's give us one.
Right? That's what I was saying. Jesus.
And they got Laurie Martin. I mean, 7'2".
Morgan can get a bucket too.
7-footers. This ain't the 1970s. You think they play at will? What's going on here?
I think they just want all bigs, man. There's nothing wrong with having all bigs.
And they legit start all three of them.
And we'll be right back. Dang it, man! When I get my setup, I swear to God, I'm gonna have that button. I gotta hit that. I wish we had the options to hit that button. Jesus.
Okay. Let's go to okay. Cade Cunningham, congratulations! You are the Hate2Pylon Rookie of the Year.
I'm ready for the coach of the year. I got some things to say.
Well, guess what? You got to wait a little bit longer. The Defensive Player of the Year. Who we think?
I gotta look this up. Who were the people?
I got it right in front of me. The finalists: Mikal Bridges, Rudy Gobert, and Marcus Smart.
Can I just say something? Can we get off of this Rudy Gobert guy?
Yes,
we get it. You're 7 feet tall. You play defense, but what are you doing offensively? It should be easy for you to score, but you're barely doing that. Can we be honest here? Come on, Rudy. Another defensive award? Come on. Give it to Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart is good.
He is.
But some might say he wasn't even the best defensive player on his team this year. So there's that.
Who, Jalen Brown? Jalen Brown? No. You ain't talking about Tatum.
No.
Al Horford?
The Dominican Dreamer. Al Horford.
No, sir. Robert Williams.
Oh, I think you're talking about Brad Stevens because, they can never make it out the first round. My bad.
That man is a certified stud.
You can have him. I don't want him.
I certainly want him. The timekeeper. Yes, sir, AJ. I think, is it Time Lord or Timekeeper?
No idea.
Boston is horrible at nicknames.
Timekeeper.
He was late for a meeting.
I remember that.
Team meeting, so they called him. It's either Time Lord or Timekeeper. I'm not sure which one.
Timekeeper.
Timekeeper.
I think it's Time Lord, but I'll let it slide. But yeah, that's actually one of the better nicknames from Boston. They got some very bad ones. I had to block, I don't know who, Jared Carabas or something. He used to work for Barstool. He's a Red Sox fan. Every time Boston played, I would see some dumb nicknames being retweeted on my timeline, like Jumbo Dong Martinez for JD Martinez. I don't. I'm not a fan of Boston sports fans or their nicknames, but Time Lord / Timekeeper, actually one of their better ones, which is fitting because Robert Williams is a stud. CJ, who's your defensive player of the year? You seem busy. You want me to go? I'll go.
You go. Yeah, you go.
My defensive player of the year, or he would be my defensive player of the year if he had played enough games to qualify. He missed a couple games at the beginning and end of the season. Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's
coming
nice.
off a 7-block game, not tonight, but the last game. He only had 2 tonight. Only 2 blocks. That's how you know you're talking about a defensive player of the year candidate. But I'm going to go with Mikal Bridges.
I guess. We out in the West. They don't just play defense out there, but
He played defense.
I'm not gonna argue with you because I'm just like, it's all good. I'm choosing Marcus Smart, but I'll go in with my man down there. Let's Mikal Bridges here. I go with Mikal Bridges. They got to win some type of award because they ain't about to win no series. So.
Yeah, I was leading Mikal Bridges as well, and I think that's where we're going to go. Full send it. Mikal Bridges, congratulations, my friend. You are the defensive player of the year.
Yes, sir.
All right, for now, the award that Christian wants to talk about.
Yes.
The Sixth Man of the Year award.
All right, Christian, this is so we'll let you kick it off. Who you got?
Who are the candidates?
Here are the finalists from the NBA.
Kevin Love, Tyler Herro, and
Cameron Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Well, I'll say this. Tyler Hero started off the season great. Mid-season, fell off a little bit. End of the season, I didn't hear much about him. I'm going Tyler Hero because that guy is a natural bucket. Biggity bucket.
And
y'all are lucky. Y'all are so lucky y'all did. You said what?
He also got a rap song. Can't argue with that.
Don't miss. Don't miss. Never don't miss. What about you, Jonathan? Who you got?
I'm also going to go with Tyler Herro. That man, he's been good most of the season. He's finally back to bubble Tyler Herro this season. So that was a welcome sight. Fun fact, did you know he cannot swim?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh, man.
But he can still make a splash.
It's pretty good. All right, congratulations, Tyler Herro. You are the Sixth Man of the Year.
I'm trying to get my beard like that. I think I might start a mustache twirler.
Ooh.
I think I'm about to start hitting that.
That'll be interesting. I don't think you should do it, but it'll be interesting. All right, next award. Coach of the Year.
All right, Christian.
You ready?
Jonathan, go ahead and go first. No, I'm just kidding. Christian, go ahead. The floor is yours, my friend.
All right. So this guy came in.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. All right, I'm done. For real, Christian. For real.
I was waiting on it.
My hands are up here. My hand.
This guy came in, man. Had new players in his organization. He convinced players to play. He motivated, gave great IQ, gave great advice, gave great aspects of the game to his players, and his player ended up and one of the guys in his organization ended up going 11-3 in fantasy football. So Coach of the Year is going to Jonathan Edwards, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yes, it is.
Hold up.
Yes, it is.
Let's just take a break.
Sir.
I'm not angry, okay? Let's just take a pause real quick.
It's going to Jonathan Edwards.
Hold up for 1 second. Just 1 second. What the fuck are you doing, Christian? I give you the opportunity to talk.
Barely. You went to We'll Be Back.
And then you come here on my daughter's wedding. You try to make a mockery of our awards, this prestigious award show.
He deserves it. Coach of the Year, baby.
Listen, I don't like this that's going on between you two. Because you are commissioner of our fantasy baseball team. You two are conspiring against me.
Whoa! You're the MVP. You're the
I will
MVP.
prove the conspiracy.
You're my MVP.
All right, we are not conspiring. But I do have a secret about your roster and why you're not winning. And I'm not going to tell you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you gave up one of the best pitchers in the goddamn league.
Hey,
I
man.
picked him up.
That's not the other reason, Christian. The reason is because you drafted Shohei Ohtani first overall. But you only ever play him as a pitcher.
I moved him to DH a couple times.
His batting stats only count if he is not started as a pitcher.
I realized that.
And we'll be back after these messages.
Anyways, I'm getting shitted on by the person supposed to be impartial, David Stern over here. And it's
Adam
okay.
Silver.
It's okay. I'm not mad. Just disappointed, Christian. I'm just disappointed in you. Can you give us your real coach of the year instead of this bullshit that you tried to give to the fans? We want a real coach of the year in the NBA. The NBA.
Calvin.
Jesus. He's not even here. You can't
Tucker.
can't kiss his ass. Okay.
Tucker?
Hey.
Tucker?
You can't stop.
Juwan Tolliver.
Stop this. Stop this nonsense right now. You're pissing me off.
All right, Coach of the Year. Honestly, I think it should go to Taylor Jenkins. Honestly, Memphis Grizzlies coach. Honestly, but close second, definitely dropping Edwards. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
Bro, I swear, if you just get his dick out your mouth, we could have a decent show. This is I don't. You was big sus.
It's tough for Coach of the Year this year.
Go ahead.
Taylor Jenkins, you go ahead.
I like Willie Green. But I think you can't. It's hard to go against Memphis because that's such a dynamic team, especially how well they played without Ja this year. I think that team's been coached really well. So those are my two guys, but I can go either way. I can go both ways.
We're going to let that slide. Taylor Jenkins is a very good option. It's tough. Taylor Jenkins, Monty Williams, Michael Malone. Doesn't matter the Nuggets. Are the Nuggets the 2 seed?
Suns 1 seed. No, Memphis is the 2 seed.
4 or 5. I think they're 4 or 5.
Anyway, They made the playoffs and skipped the play-in without 2 max contract players playing the entire season. And Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. That's extremely impressive. But I'm going to go back up to CJ's favorite city, Boston. And Ime Udoka is my coach of the year. The Celtics started off incredibly rough.
Yeah.
But I think they only lost didn't they go 31-10 over the second half of the season? Or something ridiculous?
They did.
And to do that as a rookie coach,
That is true.
highly impressive.
Have one of the best defenses in the league.
Yes, sir.
So, wait, who was your guy, Christian?
Christian had Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah.
All right.
Memphis. I only chose it because Memphis has not been there in a long time.
Yeah, and I think it's an impressive, how well the team played. I think they're 19-1 or 19-2 without Ja this year or something like that. Maybe 20, maybe more.
Some people said they're better than that.
But I mean, you got to have a good team and a good coach to keep your boys together, especially when you start missing. So I think Taylor Jenkins is going to be our coach of the year.
If y'all got Dylan Brooks,
hey, we was at the Memphis Grizzlies and Hornets game this year.
We did attend.
We attended that. When we did not.
Sure did.
But, yeah, Taylor Jenkins, congratulations, my friend. You are the coach of the year.
that's
Now
how
the
the opening booty clapper sound.
Oh, my gosh. I'm flustered over here. Oh, man. Now the moment you've been waiting for. The Hate2Pylon NBA MVP. This is a tough one. The finalists are Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jonathan,
I'm leading off.
go ahead and lead off.
All right. Well, like I said with Michael Malone, the Nuggets have been without Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. the entire season. And basically, they've made it this far on nothing but Nikola Jokic. And I do love his game. But there's one thing you got to trust, and that is the process. MVP. Joel Embiid. My man. I've been rocking with him since he got drafted, basically, and that man was tweeting records at Rihanna, talking about killing lions. We all from Africa. That was his hashtag. That man was tweeting like Kevin Durant is now. It's reckless. And I had no choice but to stand. And it's been very fun seeing him grow into the player he is today, and that is an MVP.
Christian?
I'm right with Jonathan, man. When he was injured, he was out those couple of years, and he had that 1 year. I think it was almost his full year, and he was in the pre-games shooting threes. You saw like the little spark then of what he could be, and the only let's be honest, we all knew he was a great player, but the one thing stigma that was next to his name was, will he stay healthy?
Yeah.
And this year he was finally healthy. This year it seemed like he took another leap. I think last year really pissed him off. And I was going to say,
Was it last year or the year before was the Toronto? No, 2
years ago was Toronto.
2 years ago with Toronto. But he lost it. I think he was mad because he believed that he was the best center last year. But Jokic won it. And Jokic won it last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he was upset about that. But like I said, we all saw the talent, we all saw the potential in him. But this year he took a leap and stayed healthy majority of the season, and you can't help but not give him the MVP. And then my second MVP is Tucker. I gotta give the Tucker. Got to. And to the hand sanitizer that stopped people from passing on this coronavirus. And to the healthcare workers in these hospitals for doing so much for us. They are the real MVPs.
Yes, sir.
Christian turned a babyface because I was about to give you something. But yeah, healthcare workers definitely the real MVP. We went to a Hornets and 76ers game this year. We saw.
No, you know what? I'm tired of this. Y'all went to 2 games and invite me. But you talking about me and him over here, how you don't like this whole conspiracy thing, whatever you got going on, but y'all over here taking games. And all right, okay.
Christian, do you want to go to a Charlotte FC game?
Soccer.
We're soccer fans now.
I was a soccer fan. I was a soccer fan before.
I'm telling you, Charlotte FC atmosphere, because we've been to a game or so, maybe.
You've been about 17 of them. I see them. You've been about 17.
No, I went to the OG one. I went to the opener was 74,000. Then I went to the next week. I only went to the first 2, I think.
Okay.
They were electric. Electric.
I want to go to the one whenever they play in Atlanta.
In Atlanta? I don't know
In
what
Atlanta.
because they already played them twice.
I don't
They
know.
played in Atlanta already and lost, but then Atlanta came back here and they beat them.
I really want to go to a game in there in Atlanta. Atlanta United. I'm an Atlanta United fan.
Oh.
Whoa. No, don't pop up the 9, Jamal.
But yeah, so seeing Joel Embiid in person, he dropped 40 in overtime on the Hornets. It was a masterful game. It was a really good game back and forth. This is when LaMelo was out with COVID. LaMelo and a bunch of people out. Kelly Oubre dropped 30 that game. It was a fun game to watch, especially seeing what Joel was doing. And with that being said, it is unanimous that Joel Embiid is the Hate2Pylon NBA MVP. Congratulations.
Trust the process. Trust the process.
Trust the process indeed. And I have a special award.
Trust the process, MB.
Ooh.
I have the trashiest player of the year award. And this is something special I had up my sleeve that no one else knew about. And that award goes to none other than Trae Young. Throw his ass in the trash, baby. Throw him in the trash.
This is the part of the show where they put they go to
Trae Young's slander is much appreciated. And with that being said, my friends,
It's time to go!
It is time to go indeed, guys. I want to give you guys the floor to give your final thoughts about this past NBA season, and then we will wrap it up.
You want to go first, Christian, or you want me to go?
Sure, because I'm never wrapping up. Anyways,
This man out here trying to Nick Cannon his life, bro.
this past NBA season, I'll be honest, it was entertaining, but it kind of sucks just due to the fantasy basketball thing because I really wanted you guys to get into that. It kind of really sucked a little bit, but next year's going to be better. It's kind of interesting to see, LeBron's not going to be there this year in the playoffs. So it's kind of interesting to see, what that does to his, his throne. What does that do to him? Because what if this was the last time we see LeBron in the playoffs? What if last year was, or whenever it was, what if that was the last time? You don't know. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun season, but I think next year's gonna be unbelievable because there is such thing as third year process, and I think LaMelo is going to take a leap. I'm just saying because Trae Young took a leap in his third year.
Jonathan?
I do believe there will be a third-year league. The question will be who's going to be coaching that third-year league? Because it sure as hell won't be Borrego. That man stinks!
It's going to be Tucker.
It might be.
Or we might see MJ strap up and put on the suit and go out there and coach.
Listen,
Yo, I would be
give him more than
geeking.
Gordon Hayward did this year. And that's a fact.
Might be MJ down there. Who knows? Or he might go get Phil.
Ooh. How much does Phil got left, though?
The triangle offense with LaMelo, Miles Bridges, and Ayton?
Now he on the Ayton train.
Hey, if you run the triangle, you got to have a big.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I love Miles Turner, though.
Yeah. Christian, you got something?
Hope you guys win your next week of fantasy baseball. I hope so. I really hope so.
I think I'm winning.
Me
right
too. I got some stuff locked and loaded for the group chat, man. I was ready, locked and loaded for some stuff for the group chat, but had to save it for another week. But this past NBA season, man, it's been great. This has kind of been the first year in a while that I would say the first year, but like I really, really got more into NBA this year, especially this playoff season. I'm really into it right now. I'm locked in. Even though fantasy basketball wasn't as hyped as it could have been, I still enjoyed it, and I had a good time because it made me more interested in the players, and I did appreciate that. I'm hoping the same thing happens for fantasy baseball, but it's a long-ass season, you know what I mean? But I'm excited for fantasy football to come back around as well, all the fantasy sports, because, Christian, you are my fantasy. And I've enjoyed it this past year. It's phenomenal. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you missed this live, you can also catch this back. You can catch this on all of your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, and Google. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch at Hate2Pylon, HATE2Pylon. Follow us, support the pod. We're getting bigger and better this season. Draft spectacular next week. Not really spectacular, but a mock draft. Live mock draft next Tuesday night. We're going to go through the entire draft. We're going full pads. We're going all in. And it's going to be a blast to see our final mock draft before the actual draft on Thursday next week. We're 1 week away. And we have so much more in store for you guys this summer. So keep it locked because list season is almost here. Our top 5, no debates, are coming out this summer. It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. So keep it locked here. I hate to pile on, and have a great night, guys.